Today, we're at Fort King, a National Historic Monument here in Ocala, Florida. This reconstructed fort has an interesting history and played an important role in the Seminole Wars of the 1800s. There's the fort, and there's the blacksmith shop. This is a functioning blacksmith shop. Originally constructed in 1827 to act as a sort of buffer between the U.S. colonists and the newly set up Seminole Reservation to the south, there was a number of forts in the area, but Fort King served as the nexus. The U.S. Army left the fort in 1829, but with the signing of the Indian Removal Act of 1830, the Seminole, along with several other tribes across the South, were forcibly removed and sent to Indian Territory, present-day Oklahoma. The Seminole chiefs were forced to sign the treaty, but when the time came to move, they had no intention of moving. And for the next 7 years, Fort King was the center of the U.S. military activity due to its strategic location. A number of skirmishes took place here, including Dade Battle. A U.S. Army column was ambushed on its way here from Tampa, killing almost every soldier, including Major Francis L. Dade. On that same day, December 28th, 1835, Wiley Thompson, the official in charge of the Seminole removal, was at this fort and was assassinated by a group of Seminole raiders led by Osceola. That marked the beginning of the Second Seminole War. If that's not enough, in 1836, the Seminole burned the fort to the ground after the U.S. had abandoned it. However, the U.S. came back. They returned and rebuilt the fort in 1837 and used it as its military headquarters for the rest of the war. And the Army's relentless search and destroy missions eventually killed or conquered and sent most of the Seminole remaining off to Oklahoma. But by 1842, the U.S. capitulated and left the remaining Seminole to live in relative peace. Those remaining Seminole formed the Seminole Tribe of Florida and gained sovereignty over their lands in 1957. I want to go inside. This is pretty neat. Peek out over there. Hello, Florida. We can go upstairs. I gotta go upstairs.
Oh, okay. There's power up there.
Hey, there's power?
Yeah, there's power outlets.
Wow.
The one we created.
Rapunzel's house?
Yep, Rapunzel's Tower.
It looks like it.
This fort was eventually abandoned in 1843 and was dismantled for its lumber, but this reconstruction was done in 2017 with the Blacksmith Shop here just built recently. You can go inside both towers, and while there's not a ton to see here, it's free, and it's a pretty cool place to see, especially with all the history around this place. These grounds are open and free all year, but if you want to go to the visitor center, you can do that on Fridays and Saturdays. And there's some interesting stuff you can learn while you're in there, including this cool cannon. Thanks for watching.